Andrew.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
And you too.
Thank you for having us here.
Pleasure.
Can you give us a quick brief? Who exactly you are and what's this company?
I'm the operations director for a company called USL, Urban Student Life, and we operate and manage nearly 3,000 bedrooms within the UK. Essentially as a letting agent and sometimes facilities management, so that we fill the buildings, we try to fill the buildings depending on the location, and we also manage the daily services like waste collection and any small maintenance issues that may arise.
How did you get to this expertise?
We started the company in 2010, and one of my colleagues, Declan Lowy, was doing this job with his father for 30 years, primarily working with American students coming into London. And Declan felt that there was another level of hospitality that could be offered into the student market, particularly for overseas students. So he contacted me because I've got a hotel background, so I was able to then bring into the business a lot of hotel trained staff who have a much greater focus on service than perhaps a normal student service company would.
So you take care only of student accommodation or other
That's
things?
the only thing we do. We also, because of the success of our business and because of the success of our hospitality, we were approached 2 years ago to set up a company called Urban Residential, because the last thing a student does when he leaves the accommodation in his third or final year, or her third or final year, is to say, I've enjoyed myself, thank you. Do you do anything else in the city? Because I've just got a job with the bank or the local company. That idea developed quite considerably, and so now we have an organic development of people who can graduate.
Do you have relationships with the academies? Do they know you're ready to send students to?
Yes, we do. We spend a lot of time and money marketing ourselves and meeting all of the educators. So we have a database of 1,200 global educators. We know the private educators well. And it's one of the key things that we do is we work with the private educators, because the private educators book all year round, and particularly in somewhere like Liverpool, there'll be 4 bookings a year rather than just the 1 September intake. So we work with hospitals, we work with language schools, we work with the private educators.
Last question, and we'll finish with this. How do you make the investors happy?
We have a finance office, we have an investor relations team, of which I lead up. So we do that, but again, when you've got 3,000 investors, it's difficult to communicate with them all, which is why we try and put them in groups. But we also send out letters to them, every investor, every quarter. And those letters simply say, it's a kind of state of the nation kind of address. This is what's going on with your investment. And that keeps people informed. But we also have to have individual contact with them, because we pay at the end of the third year, we pay into their bank accounts. So we have to know the name and the details. So we have data that is important and relevant to the individual.
Okay.
So we don't, we work with groups who want to enter a company, we work with individuals, and we pay those individuals direct.
Well, it sounds like you're giving good service, so you know what you're doing.
Thank you, we do.
Thank you for your time, Andrew.
My pleasure.